Hello! We are back on making games more than ever. Like a lot more than ever since it's the fourth day in a row. Oh yeah! And hello Fortuna Street, welcome! I see, right at the start. I suppose that's the meta. Let's go. So you redeemed a random waifu Russian roulette, so I hope they are not as the previous time, so let's cross our fingers. Okay, let's go. As the first time we have... Oh, okay, this is super sweet and safe. We have Laizitia and I forgot the other girl name. I'm sorry, Marianne, okay, yeah, oh! I remember the names. So maybe that's not me that I'm bad at remembering names. Maybe are the characters that are not really memorable. It's not my fault. It's not my fault if a random guy I met doesn't have enough personality for me to remember. Okay. Admittedly, waifus are easier to remember, so maybe that kind of works towards it. Okay. And hello, Returnophilian, welcome! We are just about to start. Watermark out of 20. 20 because there are 2 of them? Well, it's fine. The watermark doesn't bother me. More credit to the artist. So, I saw waifus. We got a waifu Russian roulette, where I show a random picture out of my waifu folder. Not all of them are super safe. So out of stream I thought a little. I found some ideas. But most importantly, I kinda found a way to link it. It's not even a forced link because I realized this game can connect pretty strictly to an idea I have for the future. It's not certain if I will develop that idea in the future, but the connection between this game and that game would be pretty strong. For example, the idea for a game I want is some sort of Danganronpa where the protagonist like attacks and defends, always in a fantasy setting, attacks and defends with a sword and a shield, but where he can enchant the sword and the shield with words. Like Ace Attorney or Danganronpa, but instead of showing proofs, you use words to counter arguments. Words can also be objects, so it doesn't change much from a Danganronpa, but still. The protagonist has the power, in the idea for the game I had for the future, has the power to wield words as a sword and a shield. So, would be cool like to have a character centered around that, since I didn't have any other idea for now. And later, if I really want to make the other game, I could say, oh yeah, the protagonist is the character from this random game jam game. Yeah, that's the idea. That's how I do usually. Or, yeah, I love to connect pieces because, well, also because helps getting inspirations instead of having too much field to work on. Especially in a game jam where I don't have enough time. Time to add a fairy to the cast. I was... to the main cast, you'll have to wait a little more, but for this game we could add a fairy if there is the asset for it. Like, I was just thinking about a fairy that has a trial where she says something like, speak friend if you want to pass, or something like this. I don't know if we have a fairy though. There is an angel. I'm sorry, I don't see any fairy. I could be wrong, but unfortunate. I'm sorry. This one, this one is close. It's floating, but not really. We were so close. Evil fairy, never gonna trust a fairy. That's why I'm wary around Fortuna Strait. Wow, really, Brave Default ruined the reputation of fairies, I see. Okay, first of all, we should at least make one level. So in this way we're gonna get a view of what we need and if we can, if we need to expand something or not. Out of stream I did just a bunch of things. I changed font, though maybe in the dialogues this will be kinda awkward to read, so we see. And I added the go button, and then I replaced the buttons. Also the background, it's not Michelle anymore. Also I added a dialogue where you talk to something that doesn't talk. But your powerful words were wasted. And I feel like it has a meme potential. That's very phobic! Wait until people find slurs against the fairies. Okay, so we should start by making a whole level and then see how we can refine it. The best idea would be first to see if we can make a level, how fast we can, add some features there and there, like what it's missing, and then see if we need to refine what we have and add a lot of interactions or add new levels. We will see. That's me, I'm very phobic. Like you're scared of fairies. Ah! Especially Airy. Hello, I'm Airy! Ah! So for this one, first we need to get at least some ground. I want to make the throne room because I have like 2 or 3 ideas that can take place in a throne room. Oh, explosion attack! Someone is getting a little upset here. Well, if fairies are this violent, I suppose makes sense to be scared of them, right? So for the ground of a castle, we can probably go with this one. We can just take the first one we see. Oh, Final Fantasy music. We can just open, and we go with inside 5 tile set. We can replace this one. Why is it pixelated badly? Why does this sort of picture suck? Like again, look at this. This picture, copy. 2 colors. This picture has 2 colors. Doesn't even paste anymore. Copy. Paste. Copy. Paste. You can paste. What is wrong with this sort of image format? Okay, here. And you see I'm pasting in the middle and it has more colors. Like, how is it possible? This sort of picture sucks. The trick is this. Copy everything. New page. Paste. And now the picture is fixed. Don't ask me why or how or what sort of file extension it is. It works. Okay. Now we have our ground at least. It's white and gold. And a lot of other colors actually. Okay, we don't need it. And now, we may also want to add a wall. Something simple just to have a default decoration. I will probably do all the rest out of stream. This could fit a castle. Let's go with this. Come on. We should place them here. Okay, that's enough. Now we save this picture on top of the other inside inside the 5, and now we can start making our game. So we have the inside, and we don't have a lot, but will suffice. The ground and the walls. Maybe not the best walls for a castle, but we will make it suffice. Okay, this is our castle. We need more decoration than this, but I will do it out of stream. For now, we'll have... we'll keep the Evil Lord as ID1, if it doesn't even appear again. Why did some stairs appear out of nowhere? Oh well. We can probably find the sprite of a king, but again, we're using those as a placeholder. Okay. We also may need a chair for this, but for now, again, it will suffice. Now. I should make a... I'm saving every file in different tile sets, but maybe I should save everything in a single one, just to avoid confusion. Oh well, too late. So the idea is this. Let's see. I want something a little fancier, like with a princess. And it's something weird. It's kind of thing in the middle of the story, but I like the idea, so we're starting with that and see what's wrong with it. Oh no, we got an infestation of paimons. Where's my spray? Nah, I'm kidding. Emergency food pyramid. You can say it's the food pyramid? In a way. Literally. So I need though something to represent a limb, like literally a arm, a cut off arm. So let's see if I can find something for the idea to work. If we don't find it, we can still try to manage. Like this one is perfect actually. We may just need to change color. Let's see. Can we give it a more skin color? Probably this. I would... What's skin color? This thing. Definitely not. Something a little more skin color? Sausages. I saw sausages. Not right. This one will suffice, sure. We can try a little more dark here, maybe? Maybe we can refine it later, but... This for now, sure. We got our limb. For what you will see later. It's a surprise. This should be an object, so we should make a piece of tile set just for that, actually. Like, we remove everything and now we just put whatever we want here. So, be 12 pixels. We just got a hand, but wait, if I would have another hand, I would do better. In a sense that, like, someone helps me. It was kind of a joke, which was kind of fitting to the game itself, but here. We got the hand, which will only spawn later. Okay. Limb. The chat has duplicate protection for what? Now we have extra Paimons as a meat shield for everything. Fortuna state, if Paimon turns out to be evil, will you will continue using it, or you will find another fairy? Out of curiosity. Okay, we got the thing. I think we don't need anything else for this scene. Of course, I will add other stuff randomly as a red herring or meme even. I will create my own Twitch channel. Well, you know what's the positive thing of having a YouTube channel? That you can use your emojis for free anywhere. Even on Discord. You don't even need the Nitro. I can use my emojis on any Discord. Since I'm permanently subscribed to my channel. Though don't worry, Fortuna State. When I will finally make a fairy character in my games, I promise I will consider putting the emoji on Twitch. Put 10 fairy icons. Okay, maybe that's a little overkill, you know. Ah, wait, there is. Meowie got the other streamer made me discover an extension for Twitch where you can use any emoji. Let's see if there are fairies. Oh, not really. The best one I can find is the default one, but definitely not good as Paimon. Fairy exterminator, did anyone call? We have some internal war inside. And I'm watching with potato chips. I love the fairy explosion here. So now we have all the main protagonists here. This one spawns only later. This is scripted, so we can definitely use a switch for this. Limb spawn. Okay, this only activates if the limb spawns. We have the king, the princess, and the initializer. We can start here. And let's see how to program it. First, we need different words. Because there is no more the orb and there are other characters here. So how do we do this? Maybe we should make a different condition here. Like we read the map ID. We can store it in a variable. I can just make the condition. I think just making the condition is fine. If I only remember what the condition was. Here. Game map ID, easy. Okay. So in the condition I can check if the map is the number 3, this one, then we need to set the word 3. I will have a default here. I will make it global. And now, based on the map, we will have different variables. For example, here we will have, instead of someone, king, princess. We can have a chair and limbs. Limbs is important. It's Kingdom Hearts music. No, this is Minecraft. Very remixed though. But I suppose can sound like Kingdom Hearts. I need to pick music for the game because it's a mute game for now. Well, I didn't use music as for now because I still need to make the basics, but I had some music saved, so I kinda inputted some all the 8-bit music that I could find in my folders of free to use music. That's what I have for now. But it's not really the moment to put it inside. First, the game needs to work. Doesn't matter if there is music if the game doesn't work yet. So, I wonder if I should... No, okay. King, princess, evil lord, chair, limbs. The chair is kind of a red herring, but... And now... we don't need to define words 3 anymore because it's global. It's defined before here. Now, we need to also go on the logic of the events, because based on what we select, the code will determine which event you're referring to. For example, if it's Evil Lord, it's the event number 1. If it's King, it's the event number 2. It's even for Orb, but it's a different scene. If it's Princess, it's event number 3. And if it is Limbs, it's number 4. Ah, wait, 5. Princess is 4, okay. Let me align it a little. Okay. Now it will return things correctly, and we can already move to them. We should also make the dialogue for talking. This is the Evil Lord. We can make, for example, one for King and one for Princess. Help me, Mario! The King is... I'm old. Okay, perfect. And the Evil Lord, though, appears in different scenes. So we can even make, or we should make... let's see. Where do I do it here? We can make that the Evil Lord, based on the map, has different dialogue, which makes sense, right? The other map has ha 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 ha, this one has which is different. Actually, I can put something about the plot of this scene, like I will have the princess hand. Well, I love the princess. I will have her hand. Okay, that's kind of what happens in the scene. I don't want to marry the Evil Lord to me. Okay, that's what it is now. Let's see if it works, and see if it works. So we have talk to Evil Lord. Okay. The text box is not the best, but talk to King. I'm old. Talk to Princess. And we can even move Princess to Evil Lord. Here! Easy! You got what you wanted! We won! Just we are not supposed to give the princess to the Evil Lord. We are supposed to save her. So how do we save her? Well, we need to have a way to attack the monster, right? So should we just have use sword instead of attack? Yeah, in this specific scenario, we definitely want use sword on instead of attack the. Right? Oh wait, there's an extra step I need. Yeah, because in this specific... Wait, let me look my notes. Because I noted down the text, but I think I didn't think it through. Let's see. Because here you can choose what part of the body of the boss you can attack with a twist. Let's see. Yes, attack. No, okay, I need to use attack here, which is though a transitive verb. Last time we programmed a transitive verb. It means an extra window appears where you select the target of the verb. So how does it work, the transitive? I forgot. I suppose here, okay. If the word has a specific text, it will be a transitive, which opens an extra window. So now we will change the terms. We don't need take, right? We can replace pull even. Attack. And so that means we need to add an extra term. Sword. So now we can attack Evil Lord with a sword, right? Attack. Evil Lord. We don't have the width though. We are changing those globally here, but it's not like we are using all of those, right? So we need 2 for talk to. There to. No, wait. Talk to, yeah. Also the te to. What is it used for? I'm pretty sure it's used for something. Definitely true with. Or towards. We don't need towards, right? On. Here. So we can attack. No, it's not on. It's with. Never mind. Also for the twist later we need the other word, which is off. So we... What else do we need? We don't need true for now, so off. So we go attack. Heavy Lord with sword. Easy, right? We win. If only it was this easy. Okay, attack doesn't do anything. We should program attack then. Attack. And we call the common event attack. How does it work? It's similar to move, or I would say almost literally move. So this will get a little complex because we should move to the first target or the second target, because it is attack Evil Lord with sword. It means we need to go here on the one selected in the second column, the Evil Lord. Though we can even say attack limbs. It's not. I need to increment the number I use here. Okay. I suppose I can only use 20 pictures unless I extend those. Okay. Attack Waldorf with... No! Joke! Okay, jokes are fine. Actually, bring them on. Bring them on. I want to hear them. So you can say attack Evil Lord with sword. And the target where we move is this column. But we can even say attack... No. Attack limbs of Evil Lord. In that case, the target is the other column here. So, if we use off, the target is this column. If we don't, then the target is the other column. So we need to check if that specific column uses off. I forgot how it works. Okay. So we check if the column number 2, ID 1, uses off. If it does, target is column number 2. ID 2. Otherwise, it's column ID 3. It's important because we need to tell... we store 2 nouns, and we need to tell the game which nouns we are moving towards. Okay, and now we just need to have them go. I select the target, 2 or 3, and we go towards that. And then we do a swirl / animation or whatever, but... should I use the default animations? I removed the sounds, unfortunately. We can do this though. We can make the animation and I will put the sounds on the go. It's also good to avoid having extra unnecessary sounds. We need to define what we attack though. Huh. Okay, because we move there and we attack someone. Attack chair of king. That should be an actual sentence. Attack chair of king. I move to the king here. And nothing happens. Why? Ah, because I didn't... Wait. No, it should move, right? Because the off is playing. The common element is go. Maybe... let me try again. It should work even if there is no chair. Because it takes in consideration the last column. Maybe... No, wait. 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. Yeah, I should be right. Let's see what this variable has. Because maybe we got mistaken, I don't know. Attack chair of king. Off. Maybe the go is... I don't know what's the problem here. Let's see. It's calling the event go. And we... Let's see the target idea. Everything should work. If we have a problem now on this, we need to see what's the issue. 0. Why 0? We are getting the value from there. Let's see what it says. Game variable 6 target. Attack chair of king. Of chair. Because it... No, wait, chair. Wait, it's wrong. It should say king. Because I said target 2. Oh, my mistake. Because off is capitalized. God damn it. Okay. I think we fixed it. That was super dumb. But at least we didn't take too much to solve. We are not taking too long. Attack chair of king. Here. We need the attack animation. Let's see how we do an attack animation, because I forgot. Or I don't really need to remember, maybe. It's simple. Character request animation ID. Easy. So, after you move, you go the character request animation. we can use the same get event ID from target and say again king, so it will return the ID. We should instead have get event object from target. I did it out of stream, it's shorter. You call this function, and instead of returning a number, you return the object, the game player if it's 0, and the event if it's not 0. Though if the play... I think though it's better if it's 0, you just keep everything entirely, so... In any case, it's still good to use this one. So... Get event from target, we should... input the same value. And you know a cool thing we could do? By default, it reads the parameter itself. So we don't even need to input any parameter. And with a quest animation of the sword attack, which is the sword. We need the sword. The 6. Okay, we don't need to wait. We can make a custom wait, sure. And we should have a custom dialogue out of this, I suppose, or something happens based on what we attack. And before we do a test though, we should input the slash sound. I shrunk the window because it takes less to load. I don't get why. Sometimes the window is weird. Ah wait! We should use the 8-bit sounds, which are better probably. This one I think can fit. Kinda low, but I think it works. Let's see. Fairy the buggy magic, meow! From when fairies do meow. Let's attack the chair of king. Huh. Okay, that I went a little too cocky here. This one returns an object, but maybe I need to do it separately. Target is this one, and we request animation for the target. Maybe we need to do separately, yeah. Attack chair of king. Oh, come on. Return game up events, event ID. That should be right. Not a function. Maybe it doesn't exist. Maybe you say it differently. I'm sure that maybe in RPG Maker MZ the code is different. Wait, I remember something. Well, I suppose we can try what this says. Ah, yeah, I remember it's something different. Are we really? Wait! Is the AI watching videos now? Okay, we are screwed. We are so screwed. Now AI can set from videos? Well, that's bad, but too late. Came up event. I used this one though. Weird that it doesn't happen. We should go with this one then. I remember it was something like this. In the worst case, I can check the code from my other games. So we can go give temp animation for the character target and the ID, which is 6. This time though we need the ID, so we return back and we call get event ID. from target. Oh wait. We also need to make that the default is the game variable 6. Okay. Please work animation. I need to attack the king. The chair of the king. Oh, look at this. Oh, we don't have an animation though. You lied. We actually had the sound, but not the animation. Huh. Maybe targeted the wrong event. Huh. Let's see. Let target. Two. Which is the king, it's right. Why is that playing animation? Maybe it's just a scam. Maybe it's written wrongly. We should check here instead. Though I was pretty sure it was something like that. Oh, this one. The character. We get the character ID. Request animation character parameter. It's that. Literally that. I don't see why. Huh. We did literally this, and we heard the sound. So it's happening. Sure, let's force animation on the king. At least we know where the issue is. Attack princess of king. Ah, okay. So we got an issue on request animation for some reason. Huh. I don't get it. We got the parameter right, game temp. We don't need to execute. Oh well, I can fix this later maybe. As long as it works. We have the sound. That's what it matters. Okay, we need to reason a little on the logic behind, because this will get a little more complex. For example, let's bring out the logic. So, attack. We need to have a little more. We need to be a little more serious on this. So if we attack king of princess, doesn't make sense. The off could stop the process. If we say attack something of someone, the something needs to be an object that the person has. So if there is the off, I need to make a check if that person has limbs, a chair, a sword. Which seems actually not that bad. Let's try. So, for example, attack evil lord of king doesn't work, because the king only has a chair and limbs. Not even a sword. Also, it's diagonal. Look. Okay, so how do we approach this? We should make that every object has some other objects. So, talk sword to sword. No, the talk removes the the second column, so you can just talk to Sword, which we already have, so this will be another thing we need to consider. There's a lot of programming to do, so maybe we should just limit our scenarios. If everything goes wrong, we just do this scenario, which can be 3 scenarios, 4 even. But we have the title. You know what? We could change all the art style if we do everything in a single scenario and make something a little more strict but cooler. First, we need to define what everyone has. So we can define it here. Can we? I think we can even define it here unless we want to move it. So, belongings. We can make an object like this. So, the king has a chair and limbs. And I would say I could even make global belongings, like everyone has limbs, which will make things easier. Okay. I can make one here. All limbs. Okay. Now everyone has limbs and the king is richer because he has a chair. Also, we can say that you have a sword. You. In case it's important. Okay. So, how do we use this? Let me bring back the music. Oh, okay. So, before the go, we need to make the check. Or before everything even. In the off, here. Because if we say the king, the princess of king, doesn't work because the king doesn't have the princess. At least physically there. So we make it a check. We can even make a condition like this. So if... how do it? I always forget how to do the map or the find. So, I need to check. It's actually simple, wait. I need to check the parameter of belongings equal to king and see if it has princess. So it's king has what was it? Contains something like this, right? Huh, I'm not even sure. Oh, I had to sneeze. We can do it here. We can do alert, and after defining the words, we check if the logic holds. And just to be sure, we do another alert where we check if the king has limbs. It's the best, I think it's the best way to try it. False and false, so it's wrong. Contains, what's wrong here? If belonging of kings? Wait. How do we check? Ah, includes! We need to use includes. Oof. No, wait, it's for a text. Still includes. Why the 3? Okay. I'm decently confident this could be the case. false, and not a function. Did I misspelled it? Why the first one was okay, but the second wasn't? Did I misspell anything? Huh. Let's print king in any case. Why one works and the other doesn't? Chair. Yeah, we have chair. Let's try chair, sure. Maybe it was wrong because it was false, but doesn't make sense. It's true though. If we say limbs, okay, I don't know why it was wrong. Okay, so that's how it works. And it should be simple. Except we need to parameterize it. We cannot only have, does the king contain princess? No. We need to check if the value of the off, since the second parameter is off, like O and F, we need to check game variables value. We need to check the column number 2, because it's what it refers of. If we say the princess of the king is saved on value 2. We need to check if the king has the princess, which is not really the case, so we check if it has the value saved in the column 3. We need also to make a OR, because it can also be stored in the global. So, the OR is how do I do it? Yeah, okay. The second case, which in case it's true, it's if everyone has a limb. Let's see. Oh yeah, but we forgot to put the conditions here. Okay, in case it doesn't, we say it doesn't have that. And we break out. Let's see. Attack. Princess of King. It doesn't have that. Okay. It works. Also, why does it print alert twice again? Did they put an alert here? No. Where's the alert? I'm a little confused. Maybe in the movement? No, it's getting skipped. Maybe it was only the time? I don't know. Attack evil lord, attack princess of princess. Ah, now it's the issue. It's the issue now, huh? I see. Oh, come on. The problem is this includes. You know what? Ah, yeah, because there is no princess parameter. That's the issue. I think we can switch this one in does have object. And we do everything here. We don't need a parameter since this one is global for everything. So if did they put an alert in the that's where the alert came from the condition. Oops. Okay, this is the condition. If the value has the name, or if all includes the object, it's fine. Though we need a first condition, in case this one is null. Otherwise we have an issue here. So before we do, if belongings or whatever is not null. Or we can even do, if it's null, we return false. It doesn't have the object because it doesn't have anything. No wait, that's wrong because it can have like a limb. It can have an object that everyone has. So let's say if it's not null. Wait, we need to do differently though. We can do one at a time. We can do first to see if everyone has the thing. Like, does everyone have a limb? In that case, true. Then if it doesn't exist, it returns false. And last, if only that person has the thing, like the king chair, return true. Else, return false. We don't even need an else. Okay. I'm decently confident this will work. Attack evil Lord of Princess. Oh, come on! At least tells me the line. 215. Ah, my bad. If this is null, it returns false because it's empty. If it's empty, it returns back and doesn't continue. And here it doesn't have that. Good. Now, attack chair of king. It works. If I say attack limbs of evil lord, also works. Also, as a red herring, I should just put head as extra parameter. I'm worried I will have too many though. Maybe we should remove the chair, but it's another good red herring. Head is fine. Too bad, I wanted to attack the chair of the evil lord. Maybe I wanted... You know what? We can even add another parameter here. Another verb, which is... after the rest. Use, which is can be used like attack. Because if we do use, use also is a transitive verb, so needs to be stored here. This can be optimized, but for now it is like it is. Okay. Don't call me the new Yandere dev programmer here because I don't have much time. So use, for now, it checks if the other parameter we say after it is sword. If it is, then it's like attacking. If it's not, we need to manage that. Okay. Let's see how it works. So, use. Sword. Oh, we don't have on. We don't have on. We may want to add it. There's a lot of terms though. We need to shrink it a little maybe. Hello DT Gaming! How is it going? We are making a game for the Game Maker Toolkit Jam. We only have 48 hours left. So we are doing our best. Now the game is creating a sentence to complete a scenario about finding loopholes, basically. I need to add now an extra term here, like before is not needed, so should be on. Use item on, or attack evil with sword. I need to note it down. Okay. So now I can say use sword on evil lord. Huh, it's wrong. What did I miss? It played the sound, so it's like it didn't find any target. So I don't know. What did we do wrong here? Oh, I see. So Fortuna State is not in the top of the food chain. That's great. Other people attack Fortuna State. That's great. Also, it's a Paimon. I don't think by definition it is. Oh no! Fortuna State fights back! Who's gonna win? Less drama, more programming. I see. People are having fun in chat. The issue here is it's moving the player nowhere because it doesn't find the target. But the target is the Evil Lord, so it's wrong. Huh. I should print for the bug. Oh, thanks for the hug. Oh, that's sweet. Sling. Goodbye. I think for the bug it's best if we... Let's see. We should do it here. So, log, and we can use the backtick I discovered recently. Okay, backtick. It's a string with extra steps. Event target ID of move. We can just say target ID. And let's see what's the issue. From... Oh wait. We can also add something else like... column number target. So we also know which column it targeted. Okay, what was the issue? Use sword on Evil Lord. Okay. 0, column 3. It's wrong. The target should be on column 2 because it's the last one we say on Evil Lord. So the problem is here. Oh yeah, because... Okay, because it's 3 only if the term is not off. Which is wrong because this is attack. So we can instead make a check here. So if the word is... The first word we use to attack is use, that means the target is again the last one. Use sword on ED3. And here instead it's written like attack ED3 of X. Just to be clear which part of the sentence we are referring to. It will be a mess if I don't make out of order though. Let's see. How much do you want to jump? You end up on the moon. What is this? Use sword on Evil Lord. Still wrong. Why? Still 0. Yeah, because it needs to be capitalized. Come on. Okay, another thing. To have the sword, we also need to have the use sword. The third word should be on. So one should be on. Otherwise it's an error. Use sword on Evil Lord. And we have it! We win! Evil Lord is defeated! It's this easy! Okay, maybe we need more hits. Attack Evil Lord with sword. Does this work? It does! Great! What else? Attack limbs of Evil Lord. Still works! Head doesn't work though, because I didn't put it here. So all as limbs and a head, usually. Though trying every combination is definitely bring some issues. For now, we should focus on having the level beatable, right? So how do we solve it? First we need to define the contract, the loophole. The contract where we need to find the loophole. But I think it's already said, since if you talk with the Demon Lord, you will want the princess hand. So, we need to program what happens if you attack a specific target. Because for now, nothing happens if you attack a target. We should do like the trick I used on Respawn Banter. Which, when you attack a target, it will activate the self switch. And do something. I think it's more practical. We could do the same for the dialogue even. I think it's easier. Yeah, much easier actually. How do I activate? Oh wait. I should have... I should look for the code where I activate a self switch super fast. Let's see if I don't remember where I put it. Here, quick self switch, easy. I closed everything, come on. Okay, in this way I can activate the self switch of the target event. Kinda fast. So, instead here, this is the code that triggers the dialogue of everyone. But instead of doing piece by piece, the problem is if we don't find anyone, nothing would happen. So I don't know what to do in this case. Should I keep it? Should I keep it here or? I think we can keep at least the talk here, but the attack should be customized. So after you attack and after the frames, you activate a self switch of the event ID of the one we targeted. So get event ID from target, literally the ID we need. We activate the switch to true and we activate the B. Okay, that should do everything. When we attack something, we activate the other page, B, where it triggers something and returns back. Ouch. Actually though, we... By contract, the player cannot harm the king. At least in this section, from what I thought before. So maybe we should stop him if the target is the king. But no, not anyone else. So we can do like someone for Table Lord. You gotta do better than this. Something like this, okay. It activates on an auto run and deactivates when it's over. Something simple. Oh, hello Beam! Beam Lab. Doing pretty well, thanks. We are managing something where you can only play by selecting what you do. Go to go to Princess. Talk to King. And attack Evil Lord with Sword. Well, he won this time. This time he won, but... did I forget to save? Yeah, I did. Okay. It's fine. I only forgot to save my changes. That's a pretty mechanic, thanks. And it all revolves around finding loopholes. That's why I wanted to use text. Not just to have something complex, but because the answer is more hidden this way. Too bad I cannot extend the game too much since I only have 48 hours. But I definitely want to do the best I can. So, two things. First, we need, if the target is the king, to not have the attack. Because by one puzzle I want to do later, you shall not harm the crown. So, we can just check if the target has king. Oh, yes, we can. The target is defined here, perfect. We can do this. If the target is king, then you cannot attack him for now. My contract. No, I cannot harm him by contract. Or something like that. I need to find the story later. Let's see if it works. Also, we can attack the Evil Lord as well. The time constraints seems tough. I'm excited to see all the games soon enough. Yeah, at least the positive part is you can see the games right away. You don't need to wait a month. Though the opposite holds true. Would be better to see the game expanded and extended way more. But you cannot do anything, I suppose. Limbs of King. Ah, I did! I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to. What went wrong? Oh yeah, because king shouldn't be capitalized. The same mistake all over again. Use sword on king. Okay, works. Now attack Evil Lord with sword. It works. And there is a dialogue, which is important. Now with the princess, now it depends. Because with the condition before. I wonder if we can actually wait a moment. I think it will help a lot if I make another function to test it. Word is, and it's simple. We check the column. So I just want to check if the column number X has the word. Instead of having the long function of the variable every time, we call this, which is simpler. We don't even need to... We should first have the word, so column can default to the target. Okay, and we return this thing. Return game variable 6, column, and we check if it's equal to the word. This is simple, but allows me to just write word this instead of remembering all of this. So we check. In a branch, if the word of the column number 1 is limbs. If it is, something happens. If it's not, just a text saying, ouch! Why me? I'm the victim! Or something like that. Though, if we target the limbs of the princess, something will happen. With a hand here on the ground, after all. So, we activate the switch 41. And the limb will spawn on the princess though, so... Oh, how do we make it? Event location, limb, and we need to spawn it on the coordinates of the princess. We can do it through code, because why not? Set event location here. So we can just spawn the hand, the event 5, on the position of this event. Ooh. Let me remember how it's done, probably. Game map event 5. Yeah, game map event. Literally this. We set it on game map event. This one? Can I just say this ID? Yes. I think it's even more practical. This event ID, okay, it was right. So we get the X and the Y. Is this music Octopath Traveler? Could be. Don't wait. I think it could be. Oh well. So that means that the hand spawns on the coordinates of the princess. No, it's Zelda. The music is Zelda. Never mind. Okay. I suppose we should make an empty page just in case it doesn't load before and doesn't teleport. And after we do the hand, I suppose makes a jump. Limb. I would say 1-1. Hoping it works. Hoping it doesn't soft lock. Okay. My arm! Something like this. Also, we need to check if we already cut her arm of the poor princess, so it doesn't repeat. Okay, that's it. So, extra thing, now an extra element spawns, so we need to handle the situation where we select the item before it spawns. We need to do it probably here. Limbs is event 5 only if game variables, game switches, value 41 is true. Else we return 0. So, and we can just have a condition like this. I suppose it's shorter. So if we cut the limb, we can select it. Otherwise, there's nothing. We don't even need to return 0, right? Why can I not read anything? Okay. It's the 41, right? Okay, let's try it. Attack. Princess with sword. Also, I can attack someone with limbs if I want. It's like punching them. Attack limbs of princess. Wait, did I forgot to? Yes, I forgot to activate the self switch automatically. When someone gets attacked, it activates the self switch bit, which triggers a scene on its own. Okay, even it's better now. Now, attack limbs of princess. Huh. Doesn't work. Why? Limb spawn is off. And the part 1 of the word is limb, right? I should print it actually, because I cannot understand the IDs. We should just print it. I don't know why I didn't do it before. So. Should be here. The variable 6, and we get a full sentence. Okay. Definitely better to test. Attack limbs of princess. Attack of princess limbs. Oh yeah, because the extra column is ID 3, not 1. It confuses me, but it appears up. It disappears, doesn't appear. It's just confusing. Okay. Let's see. First I should try move limbs to princess. Impossible. I see. Attack limbs of princess. Here we have it. Now, talk to limbs. Doesn't say. We shouldn't be able to open the menu while there is a dialogue. That's to fix. Move limbs to Evil Lord. Okay. We can move the princess limbs around. That's actually cool. I don't really want to make the game this violent or cutting arms, but that's actually a clever puzzle, I think, would set the theme for the game. Not the cruelness, more like the literal. If someone didn't get it, well, sooner you need to get everything if you want to complete the game. This game is not a puzzle game, it's a puzzle game about misunderstandings or double meaning of words. Though for now we need to just program the game itself. Okay, there is the issue of we shouldn't be able to open the word select if we have some text. But we already have the switch 9 that gets deactivated. Huh. If we close it... wait, when we close it... I see. I see, because if we close it by pressing a button, it deactivates. But if we don't, it doesn't. So we can do like... oh, you know what? We can just call this later, and we delete pictures in other ways. Here, we don't leave the text menu, we do it at the end of everything. Though there's the issue of if we attack someone, that also will trigger some dialogue. So maybe we need to think about in another way. I don't know personally. I don't have idea, because I delegate events to characters, which is not really the best idea. I wonder if I can just I don't want to experiment too much on it. I need to see something though. Let's see. Let's see if I noted this down, because if I do this, then this will become pretty useful if I found a way to do this. Let's see. There is a note I want to take from this game, because I never remember. It's a way to trigger another event without touching it. And we still have a king room. This one, game up, event, X, start. Let me save it. Okay, this is very convenient. Let me do a test. So we delete this page and keep this one by default. And this parallel event now will have text 1, text B, but in the middle we'll call the other common event, the princess, the 4. And let's see if it stops in a way. Huh? Okay, you're just lying, game. The game is lying. The event 4 is there. Okay, maybe we should take a different approach. Let's try with events. And with a different approach, I didn't mean this, but let's see. Undefined. Well, your face is undefined. Never mind. We do it the good old way. We're gonna make another handling for attack reactions. Pretty lame, I know, but that's the best way. Okay, first we need to differentiate them by map. So if the map is the 3, we handle here the princess. So let's see, if the target is the princess, where? Here. Attack reaction, if it's the king, it's I cannot harm him by contract. Close. If it's princess, it will have this reaction we defined right now. Okay. That means we don't need to have the king reaction inside. Huh. Though this should appear before. We can also have the attack in the other segment then. Sure. And then let's call the attack reactions. And we can just have a global condition before, just to check if there are exceptions. So, if game map ID is 3. Also, there needs to be the double equal. I see the issue now. And Yeah, whatever. And word is, what was it? Word is. If those match, then it doesn't create animation. In any other case, it makes the animation. That should be enough. Also, we need to fix the thing of map 3 because there is a clear bug if I don't put a double equal here. Okay. And I'm pretty sure I did the mistake elsewhere. Yeah, here. Okay, it's fine. So now we don't need any of these for anyone. Not the Evil Lord. And we just bring everything in the attack reactions. The princess works, right? Okay. All the reactions are here, good. Same for the Evil Lord. And then it's done. Okay. We have the attack reaction on everything. Now that we have this, we fix the problem of the text that appears before we stop. So we can now spam whatever button we want, but we need to wait the end of the scene. Huh, what's the issue now? Get the full sentence. 172. What's the issue now? List of words by ID. Text ID. ID list. Never mind. Oh, why did it crash? 172 here. 48. So around here. Try to read the first value. I don't get the issue. It's like there is no text. Let me try again. With also it happens only now. Yeah, it happened only then? Okay, now there's another issue. Why there are always issues? First though, just in case, we should make here a... If the thing is undefined, we should alert text ID. Oh, come on. I wanted to... Let's do the tick. Sure. Okay. The back tick. And just to avoid bugs for now, we set the default to empty and 0. Should be the right order. Okay. Just as a fallback if I don't find the bug again. Because this game will be full of bugs if I don't act very carefully. Let's see. Now there's an issue in the code. Great. Undefined. Probably here an attack reaction, but where? Reading X. Reading X of what? Ah, because we're attacking the limb, so it should bring out the limb. Weird it worked before. Ah, okay, because now this event ID is referring to the common events, and now it should be changed. We should just have the princess ID then. Okay. Pa-pa-pum. That takes long to set up a single mini puzzle, huh? Oh, it's 2 attacks. Where the... Ah, because we still have an animation before, right? Yeah. The animation should only play in the attack reactions. Okay. Okay, now it works. We move the limbs to Evil Lord. Okay. And that should be the solution of the puzzle, technically. We need to trigger the reaction. So, should be at the end. I think it's better to just have a move reactions. Let's see, for the map 3 we just want the... We actually want the reaction of everyone here. We can do something simple because I don't think people will try every option, but just in case. Only one text per person though. And here, move reactions. And the target is the person... Wait, what is the target? The target should be the person we move the object to. So before we move to the person, then we move the object. So we should revert back and have the reaction of the person whence or to where we brought the object. Should be fine. The reaction. The king. What the hell? The princess is... You done? What have you done? And David will say, oh, that's not what I meant. Wait, we should explain. I will extend the dialogues later though. But this should be the win in the chapter. And then we need to decide the, like, next time maybe we can program the sequence of events. But it's simple, right? We just teleport to another map and it's done. So we don't need a win condition, we just say, you win. Okay. Also an important thing, I feel like we need to define which words should be used in each sequence. Because in other sequences maybe we need other words. But for example here we need a lot of those. Let me see. Like, for example, what do we need? Talk to. I should note down every combination of word we might need. Not everyone, but let's see. Yeah, I need to take some notes. I think in the code is better. So for example, take, go, talk, move, attack, use. in, off, with, to, on, the. The object doesn't matter because it's easy to remember what it does. I need to take note of what it's used in every level. So, 2. It's used to talk, pretty much global. We can talk off princess, but this will involve everyone here. Should another thing to be programmed. You know what? Maybe we should take some time to reason a little about all the combinations. Because it's risking to get messy. Here. My board. Oh, come on, let me log in. That's the first idea, the first place I got for the notes. Okay, we can take them here. Because we have... Can I insert a diagram here? No, not this one, never mind. What is it, a mind map, I suppose? Okay. So we have... Let's repeat again. We can have it in the side here. We have take. A take, we don't use take now. For now. Then we have go to target. And it doesn't make sense if we say go in. Go in maybe? Go with, go to, go to. Go to is the one, yeah. Go on, go there. The one that barely makes sense, that we can say makes sense, is go in, go on, go with. Go with should give a reaction that says where, something like that. On, which should say that would be rude. And in, I would say kinda tight in there. Because like go in chair, go in sword, I don't think it's reasonable. But we may want to have those targets. Also, this is the most viable target. Okay. Now we have talk. Again, 2 is right. Talk off can still do something, I suppose. People talk of someone. Talk with, it's the same. Ah, so talk to or talk with should be the same. Good to know. Talk in, no, definitely not. Talk on, talk there. That just doesn't make sense. Don't make sense. Now we have move, and we have an extra target. This is simple though, because we have object, move object, in, off, in, kinda tight in there, I suppose. It's the only answer. Also, wait, we mark that this is the right answer. In, wrong. Move, head, off. Okay, off could work only in certain cases. Though off, no target defined, no destination. Move where? move head with princess. I suppose this also can have the same reaction, the default one with. Move to object. This is the right one. Move head on princess. On. Would be rude. Let's mark that 2 is usually the right answer. Okay. Oh, the most usable operation. Move head the princess. No, this doesn't make sense. Okay. I'm liking to think about this. Now, attack. 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 Object. Attack evil lord. In is wrong. Off. Only if target has object. Okay, what we did with attack the chair of the king. Attack evil lord with sword should be the right one. Attack evil lord to king doesn't make sense. Attack evil lord on king. Attack evil lord the king. Okay, only those two make sense. And the use. The last one for now. Use. Object. This only works if it's a sword. Only works if you have it. That's the easy way to do it. And the only other choice is on, right? Use sword in king. Not the right way to say to pierce the king, right? Use sword of king. Huh. That could work if the other character has the item. But that sounds a little not used for now. Could work if also the target has the object. Okay. Use sword with king. No, unless we want to do a super friendship ending when we pierce the enemy with it having both of us the hands on the sword, like with the power of friendship we will pierce you through. No. Use sword to king. Not really exact. Use sword on king. That's right. Use sword the king. No, okay. On should be the only viable option of use. And we covered all the situations. Here. Okay. I was worried that there would be a lot more options, but it's fine. Okay. This level will only have those. I also may want to note which level uses what. And note what we're using, because we're using in. In is not used. We could remove it. Or leave it for distraction if we don't have others. Off, we can also see here. Off is also used here to attack. With is used to attack even. To is used to talk. On is meant to use a sword on someone. Not necessary, but helps as a red herring. And de. To talk. Talk to... No, wait. What is de? Take de. But we are not using take, right? Okay, though, good to know that the de is not used. That's what I wanted to know. Good to know since we can remove the de, technically. Let me note it down. Okay. Good to know. Okay, we are here for 2 hours. We can do it more, maybe. We programmed one scene, though. We may want to program another one. Why not? Maybe this time we will make it faster, since we know what to do now. So, and we can see if we can. We probably need to change some of those as well. But even the tech, yeah, we didn't use it. So another one I liked. I wanted. It's still in the same room. We need to make the mileage out of this room since. Yeah, I kinda want to make some changes between these, but for now. How many puzzles will you make? I don't know. I have a lot of ideas, but I think I need to make at least 5 to make it seem a complete game instead of a simple scene of mini games. I have ideas. I hope that if I define the base loop, or if I define the base programming, then all the rest will be super easy to make. That's the idea. So, Marry the Princess, it's called this one. We have another one now, we call it Don't Harm. The Evil Lord is not here this time. I still don't know what to do with the story. I will brainstorm on my own, I think, out of stream. We need a crown. There's definitely a crown somewhere. There cannot not be. There's blood. Good to blood would be cool actually, you know. Give me that. I have an idea. First, where do I put the blood? That just would make for extra coolness. We can make the extra thing of the blood on the ground. We save here. First thing, as I said last time, first thing when you make a new map, please mark it so you don't mistake the 2 identical maps. Okay, I want to do a simple thing. Let's see. The blood here, it's below characters, true. It's the event number 6. It's only active when the switch limb spawn. I think we should have another variable when it touches. Limb fell. Why it's the same? No. Just an extra. I think we should add these extra touches later, but since I had the idea, why not? So the limb will spawn, it will fall. We now set the position of the new limb on the position of the position of the blood on the position of the new limb, and we teleport it and we activate it. Should be simple. Let's see. Use attack limbs of princess. Okay. Oh no, that's actually bad because this should be below. Okay. Also, you don't see the blood unless you move the arm, so maybe we should move the blood below the protagonist, but you don't see. The point is, you don't see the blood before you move the hand. Now move limbs to Evil Lord. Yeah, the blood stays there, so that's cool actually. Okay, now let's test the other version of the castle. Again, just to differentiate it, I may want to change the layout just a little. Not a lot, I know, but later I might have different decorations. Okay, the idea here is there's not even the princess, and we need a lot of red herrings, maybe. This is where you kill the king. Spoiler, I know. We need objects to decorate, just to work as a red herring. Also, we need the crown, as I said. I saw the blood and I got distracted. This one could work as crown? Huh. That has to be one more precise, though. There's a spider. Okay. Here it is, the crown. That's perfect. Literally the king from chess. Okay, we also want another hat. Let's see if we have them. Candela. Oh, okay. Those two may be of help. Not really, but as a red herring. Is this a chair? That's a chair, right? Sure, let's take the chair. Also, why it's offset? Something is offset here. Oh well. Why is the flag not full on the right? Oh well, that's why it's offset. Wii music. Okay, we may want to color this black on our own, maybe. Okay. Those are extra objects. We may also need another thing to dress on the head. Oh, what do we have? Any helmet? We have armor. We have an axe. We will see later. First, something. Okay, here we have it. A chef hat. I wonder if we can trick the king to wear the chef hat. Maybe we should get some. Okay, we should get some food and trick him into cooking something for us. So that means we need to have some food here. And a table. I think I'm asking too much, though, if I want a table. Is there even a table? Let me see the reference. Because I downloaded this incredible asset from here. Oh wait, this is what it's on the table. That's a cool way to put it. Where is the table though? Table, where are you? Aha, found ya. Found ya. We may want to put a table on this other type of layer. Let's see. Can go here. And last one. Wait, wasn't the table in the reference like... Ah, no, it was still in the middle, okay. I think it's fine. Merge down and save. Also, we may want to save also this. No, not the transparent background. Okay, we got it updated. Now we got a table. We may want another room even, but for now. Update, I say? Huh. Did I save? Oh no, this is inside B. That's the wrong one. Okay. Then we should delete the other one to avoid confusion. Here. We can put the hat. And I forgot the food. We also want to put some food on the table, right? Or we are gonna starve altogether. Oh, we have also some wine. Okay, we go with something recognizable. I would say the burger. Burger and the wine, because the king definitely drinks a lot. He's a bad king. Okay. We have something. Update? Oh, come on, I saved on the wrong picture. Again. I should just remove that because I will never use it. Okay. So we have the wine and the bread. I hope it doesn't cause any soft lock if we move stuff too much around. But should be fine. I don't think. In any case, we might want the reset button. Also, below the king, there is the chair. Which could or could not, might not be... Oh, yeah. The chair, but... Those need to be movable objects. So, burger. Chef hat. And wine. And we reset the background. Okay. We have those. Also, we may want other red herrings around. Not for now. So, what do we do here in the puzzle? We should first say that the food is horrible. Or a way to push the king into accepting our chef hat. Then we also need a kitchen where he can work. Let's see if we have any semblance of kitchen around. Anything works, really. I mean, the reference. I don't know, it's a laboratory, but maybe. What is this? Wow. I don't think a kitchen is the first priority in a setting like this, right? Huh. I finally finished. Oh, you did? Oh, congratulations! In 2 days, that's great. Finishing early is definitely way better. For now I only worked on stream, but tomorrow I plan on working all day, or most of the day. So I hope I can have something as well ready. Hopefully. But I'm decently confident. Is there some sort of oven around? Well, we have here. This one will suffice, sure. So we can have it here. We save in the right picture. Oh, study for the music. And we have the pot. There should be another room though, not the throne room. Do you think it's okay to submit right now? Yes, you can change it how much you want. Also, people which cannot wait will check games right away. I saw people already, some people already submitted. So I would say, yeah, you should submit right now, because if you ever have a problem in the next days, like a blackout or even you lose all your data, you already delivered, so there's nothing wrong in delivering right away. No, actually though, I would say it's best to polish. I would say upload a version online, but don't publish it. Just have it ready online. Because if you publish it, then your followers will see the game, other people will see the game, and I think it's best to have the first visibility wave when you publish your game, when the game is polished. Though if you deliver early, that means there will be less people publishing a game together with you, because each will be full when people will upload the last day. So I would say upload for safety. I wouldn't say on publishing it yet, but just to have it there. So if you have an extreme blackout, you cannot use the computer, you can publish it from your phone. That's just for the worst scenario, but you know, better safe than sorry. Okay, we are just gonna do this puzzle and finish the stream, but that's easier said than done because we need to start it. The game loop works. Could add some other features. Well, if it's already working and polished and you just want to add other stuff, then yeah, I think it's a good idea to publish it right away. Though making a game page could take some of the time, so it's your call, but if it's already done, then I would suggest then on publishing it, yeah. Also on Steam, if you have $100 to spare. No, I'm kidding. So, the idea here is to have the king wear the chef hat. Maybe you should bring the bread to the king. The bread is disgusting. The king will say, I will make it my own. And wear the hat. And accept the hat. That would be kinda cryptic, but Oh, that's right, you can get some feedback. That would help a lot. Yeah. I had to scrap a lot of original ideas. That's it when you were in a game jam. Yeah, again, Dojat now I had to scrap like 3/4 of the game. But it's fine because maybe I can extend it later in the future. Maybe I had the strength to scrap them. I didn't. I never have the strength. I just I'm forced to. So congratulations. Okay, I need to consider this is a puzzle. I think though it's pretty clear that we need to do something with the stuff. I wonder if there's something we can put on the bread, which is not poison though. We have those, but the poison could be a red herring, but because we cannot physically put something in the food because we are bound by a contract. We cannot harm the crown. So something that's kinda annoying, but not strictly poisonous. Something annoying to have a web, a cobweb. Not the most straightforward solution though. Something weird to put on some bread. A banana, mushroom, egg, a rat. Do we have a rat? Aha, we have it! Okay, that would be cool to put a rat in the hamburger actually. This should be an event. It doesn't have movement frame, so it can just be here then. Here. Okay, we have the rat. Now, we put the rat and hopefully we don't add other items because this place is full. So, this is map number 4. What are the objects here? Map 4, and we have the king again. Then we have the rat, hamburger, chef hat, wine, and the cauldron. Okay, I think we may want those. So, what do we do with those? I don't know, let's see. Also, we need first to link them. Also, red. We need to link them here. If king is always 2, the burger is 1. We can copy everything, sure. So burger is 1. Chef hat is 4. Wine is 5. Rat is 6. We might even want a rat randomly moving, but maybe in a pattern, I don't know. Okay, now I should at least have the basics. Let's see. Move rat to hamburger. Ah, that would just work. Huh, why does it not work? Maybe the did we define the hamburger? Ah, hamburger, okay. Also the item should be solid. They're treated as below, that's annoying. Also the cauldron should be moved. Okay, that's everything, right? Now we can move everything. And now we can use in, move, right? In hamburger, that's the first part of the solution. Move right in hamburger. That means though we need to push it inside. It's a different combination than moving. It's not only that. So move, let's see. Rat burger, I know, it's tasty, huh? It's part of the solution of the puzzle. I need to be wary to put some hints around by talking to the king, usually. Because there are some puzzles, but the real solution is not hinted, because, well, it's hinted by finding a second meaning to any contract. So the big puzzle, apart from the puzzle themselves, is to understand what the double meaning of the contract is. For now, we can only move things in other things, only if the other thing will allow it. We cannot move the king in the burger, though. That would be cool, though. So we can go in a similar way here, like we did with attack, with the belongings. we can only attack the chair of the king and the limbs of the evil lord, because it's defined here. Pa, 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 pa. And same thing, we need to define here the containers. What everything can contain. I don't think we need this one, but hamburger can contain rat and wine. Cauldron can contain all of that and the hamburger. Can I bring the king? I think I can bring the king in the cauldron. And the chef hat, I suppose, even here. I think it would be funny if we brought the king in the cauldron. King. Okay, now, how do we use this? Well, in the similar way where we use the attack, right? Does have object, this one. We can have a similar thing. Function can contain object. So, should be, let me bring out again the game text. The formula should be move rat in hamburger. The in is the key, and rat is the column 3 and hamburger column 2. That means we need to check if the object in the column 3 can enter the object in the column 2. First of all, this one is not aligned anymore here. So first, why check if the value 2? Ah, okay. So first we check what's the new name? Containers. First we check if the containers contain the word in the column 2, hamburger, and see what the hamburger can contain. If it's null, they contain nothing. Then checks again if it includes the word rat. If it's true, then we can move the rat inside. First though, we need to make a check here. Check in case of moving inside. I don't know where to put the quotes. And here we need to check. We can just have our good formula, which is more readable. If the word is in of the column ID number 1. It's in, right? In, okay. So if the word is in, it only makes sense if there's a container. So let's see. Another conditional branch with some code can contain object. I don't need parameters since it's only that. If it is, it continues. If it's not, then it says impossible. It's too thick to fit. I think that's perfect. Though that would be weird if we say move burger in king. Well, that's another issue. Okay, we are gonna check all the options another time. Maybe we put even a... There should be a game over in a scene when you cannot complete it. For now, if it can contain an object, it's fine. Okay, now we move the object, we move in the target, and we put down the object. One difference is, instead of moving the player backwards, we move the object forward. If we put the object inside another. Let's see. How do we move it on the opposite? How do we move objects to begin with? Someone is writing me on Discord. Let's see. I will answer later. So how do we move movement route? Is there a simpler way? Like here, map event, move away from player. Okay. We can do, in this case, first we need to get the target ID as always. Or, yeah, target ID. And we move it game map event target ID. Move away from player. What is the command for that? Doesn't help. Away. Aha! Move away from player, that's how it's called. I was close. Away from player. Needs to be transparent, but I think... No. I need to set the transparency. Or the true. Wait. Set true. So game of events, target ID, set true, true. Move away, and then we set the true as false. And then we should make it disappear. So transparent. This only after it moves. Unfortunately, this happens in a single frame, so we may want a little wait. Oh, again. Okay, and here it disappears. And based on the consequence, we have a reaction. Okay, let's see now it works. So, move rat in hamburger. Can contain object not defined. I didn't say, right? Huh. Okay. Now it's there. Move rat in hamburger. Oh, it didn't move. I don't think it moved. Maybe 12 frames are not enough. 15, whatever. Let's see 50 and set true is true, so it should move. Huh. Also, it's already true from before. Right, yeah. So, what's the issue? Let's see again. Move red in cauldron. Did I say? I didn't set the cauldron, huh? Should be 7, right? The cauldron is Indeed, the 7, even if it's called rat. So, move rat in cauldron. It's not moving. Ah, because it's on top of the player. So it cannot move away from the player if it's on top of it. I need to move it forward. I need to turn it in the same direction of the player. Which is not that hard, but still a little annoying. Let's see. Here, set direction. So. Set true is already true, so set direction. Which direction? The same of the player. Let's see what it is. How do I get the direction? Probably direction, yeah, easy. The direction, game, player, direction. It's facing our same direction. And now does a step forward. Move forward. Should be enough. We don't even need to wait 50 frames or whatever. Move rat in hamburger. Rat burger is ready! Yeah! We also got a cool animation! Oh yeah! Okay, there is an issue though, because now the rat is not there anymore. So it should just disappear from the list, right? It's not that easy to remove it from the list though. How do we do that? We can just say... We can just check if it's transparent or not, right? How do we get information if it's transparent? We can just activate the self switch and see. How do we read the self switch then? Let's see. I suppose just self switch value. Oh wait, you can clear all self switches with this. Ah, that's super convenient. Okay, first let's see the self switch. I suppose I can just say self switches value key, and I suppose that it works as any other RPG Maker function. Let's see. Check. Yes, I think this works as well. So, this is the key, event ID, switch letter, and we return the value. In this way, we can just get instantly if a self switch is activated. If the self switch of the ret, which is 6 itself, if it's if the A is not active, then we return 6. Otherwise we return nothing. We let it do on to the default. There's no break, so it will do. That means though, when we move an object and we destroy it, we need to activate the self switch. We just need to set the event ID. So after we say in, and disappears here, it disappears. The ID is literally here. So we say target, it activates the first self switch, and it should disappear. And we cannot even target it anymore. Let's see if we will have issues or not. Move red in hamburger. Okay, what's the issue now? Target ID, oh, of course. Move red to hamburger. Oh, in hamburger. Okay, and now we cannot target the rat anymore, right? First we move... No, we go to king. Ah, we did a weird loop around, huh? Go to rat. Why here? That's wrong. Move rat to king. Why the cauldron? Why do you move the cauldron? I'm triggered. Oh, because there's... Ah, I get it now. There should be a break. Okay, I forgot about the switch. I never used the feature of not breaking. Do we even need a default? Oh well. Wait, we need to close the switch maybe. Okay. Okay. That means we need a break even here. Okay. Now. We need to have extra dialogue. I think we did enough. We programmed the in. The next steps, well, I can do the rest of steps, right? To solve the puzzle is move rat in hamburger. Okay, what's now? Ah, because the rat is not longer there. Right? No, wait, no, I cannot. Undefined set true. Here. Why? I don't even need this though. Weird that it creates a bug. Huh. Well, it should be true though. It should stay true because it's no longer there. I should even delete it even. So again, move rat in hamburger. Huh, maybe it's reading the wrong target. No, wait, it's... The issue is set true, but... Ah! Because, yeah, the rat is no longer there, so... This other set true is wrong. We can just put it in the else. Okay. Because it only plays when we just move objects and not put them inside others. Okay, rat burger, ready? Now. Ah, we got a long wait. That was weird. That was awkward. Ah, because we have a 180 frame wait. Why? We don't even need it. Okay. So, more rat in hamburger. Now, move hamburger to king. We should have a give hamburger. This map requires a... Instead of use, we can have give. Which probably will have a similar function to move. So, finally, we need to define the verb words for each map. This is the default. Oh no, those are the terms. Yeah, okay. This is the default of the verb words. But based on the map, we might require others. So, I suppose we replace use to give, with give. Or we can just remove take. We don't need take anyway. Give. Okay, and the give is simply another move. Okay. Give is move, right? Yeah. Use also is a sort of move. Okay. Move is the same. It kinda works as an in. Because you move something on top of another person. I think you can just leave it in front of them. And they will politely take it. Yeah, I think we can do it like this. After you place the object, you do a step backward, and the object will also go on them. So we can put them in different conditions instead of one big else. Let's see. If the word give, no, if the first verb is give, it behaves differently. How? Oh, let's see. Yeah, I would say they do both of them. So let's do this. If the word is not in, which also counts for if the word is given, not give hamburger in king. We need to break it off before though, huh? We need more. I need to check some case by case. Okay, so if the word is not in, which is the else of this, we just politely step backwards. Then, if instead the word is in, or the verb is give, we do also the other. We don't need an else. So we just politely step back and do the rest. We should put a small weight here then. Okay. Let's see now the give. Oh wait, doesn't work. Yeah, because I forgot to actually use the parameter words tree. Oh no, words 1 here. And now even words 1 is a global variable. Let's see. Still not working. Why? Because I override them here. Okay. Did I make them? Okay, perfect. Now we have the word give, which is not transitive, so we need to fix it right away. Again, we should make this code better, but honestly, it works. Give. Rat to king. He will love this. It doesn't move towards the king though. We need the last step. Why? If the word is give, it should move towards the king. Huh. I don't get it. We solve this and we stop, okay? We talk a little about the last section, but should be easy. So, we place the rat correctly. Then, there's definitely this weight. So this one doesn't start. We set the direction of the rat and should move towards the king. Why doesn't it walk? It disappears, so of course it passes through there. I don't get it. Oh, it hurts my head. Just a little though. Maybe something we do before here. Oh yeah, because it's not true anymore. I see. It needs to be set true again. Okay, now should work. So the plan is this. Move rat in hamburger. Give hamburger to king. Okay, now we give chef hat to king. We need extra animation where he puts down his crown. And now attack king with... Ah, we don't have sword. We need the sword term here, maybe. Not required, but... That means though the go needs to go, how to say... Yeah, we are running out of space. We can move everything slightly above though. Or I can put the go here in the middle. I think it's better. First, go needs to go. Exactly at the center here, okay. Also, the map 4 needs to have... Let's go with the sword. Hoping it's not too long. If we need though, we can make the text slightly up by defining the starting drawing point, which is 10. It's nothing. Ah, because it adds 90 the first iteration. Then can start at 0 even. Or minus 10. We can try. It adds 90 before every iteration, so... Okay. I think it's fine. Too bad, I don't like it completely, but... Yeah, no, that I don't like the extra word. We should definitely remove the wine. No, but the wine... we need to remove an object. I think we reached the limit. We can make it smaller, but I think this size is perfect. But I feel like more levels later we'll have more items, so maybe we need to shrink it a little. We could do this. We have them 20 pixels less apart. Here, better. And the go is better in the corner at this point. I'm getting tired though. We are gonna stop at the first opportunity I have. Help! I'm makeraholic. I cannot stop even if I'm tired. Someone help me! Though 70 is a little too much, we can settle with 8 even, for now. Let's see if it's enough. I think it's fine, right? Oh, we need 2 extra events because I can't click those. Okay, we may want to shrink them just a little. Because you can still click on the go if you select the others. I think it's fine though. Yeah, we just need to be ready on that, but there's nothing I can do, right? Okay, maybe there is, but I think we are fine with this. We shouldn't. I still need to rework on the background of those. Wait, I might want to make the go button smaller actually. Okay, that's a solution. The pixels are a little weird though. 75 maybe is better. Oh, will suffice. It's fine. So again, it's move red in hamburger. Give hamburger to king. This is a long sequence. You need to know what to do. Maybe I should add, yeah, suggestions if you talk to the king. Give chefette to king. The logic depends on the dialogues that happen. This has actually a meaning. And now attack king with sword. And you win. Easy. Also, I still need to find why you need to attack the king, but we have a decent work here. Okay. We definitely should stop now. Let's see through the code. Wait. I read the rate suggestions. Oh. Let's see. So tomorrow we will continue making the game. Unfortunately, we will not play Octopath Traveler. We will play though maybe on the next week twice even. I don't know. And maybe same for Sunday. Sunday though we need to stream earlier because the jam will be over the time we stream the usual hour. I think I might play Octopath Traveler on the Sunday because I kinda want to continue a bunch of stuff. Or maybe we just don't stream, we just develop and that's it. Okay. Let's see, we can raid Colonist. Okay, that's everything for today. See you tomorrow. See ya tomorrow and good luck on polishing everything in your game. See ya.